I'm Stefano Isella from Corvina. We are here in SPS 2025. This is our booth, so we can see all our technology that we are presenting today. We have different...
So Exor and Corvina?
Yeah, Exor and Corvina is the same group, that is part of the same group. Exor International is an Italian company that produces industrial automation devices, HMI, gateway, and edge computing. And Corvina is the software company. We provide industrial IoT cloud solution to control machine, to get data from the machine. And this is the perfect example of all our technology. So this is a machine that we use in our factory in order to control the quality of the display. So you have all the technology that Exor and Corvina is using day by day.
Is it running off the screen?
Yes, on the screen we have an algorithm created together with our partner Lattice that control the interface, and with a camera you can check the guy that can use the machine. So there is an algorithm, the AI algorithm, that control and not only the face recognition, so only you can access or not, but also if the guy is inside the database.
Are you in the database?
Yeah, I think so. Not yet, but you can see, for example, I am red, so I am not in the database. It's not possible for me to use the machine. So I need to log in, I need to insert this information. And this is an algorithm that's running inside our HMI.
And it says industrial edge, fleet management.
Yeah,
is it running
this is the industrial edge. This is the software running here, and the HMI is connected directly in a secure way with the edge. In this case, for example, this is another part, is another edge. It is very simple. The name is the MicroEdge. It's a Docker container edge that can run also PLC logic. Because as Corvina Exor, we produce also an XPLC software. That is the name of XPLC standard IC 61131. And it can run everywhere, in HMI, in the edge. It depends on the application that you need to do.
So maybe later we can see if somebody has a green, so they can trigger it. Maybe one of your colleagues can trigger it, right?
Sorry, you are green here, you can access or not?
Yeah.
If you can see.
Yeah. And so
this is my colleague, Marco.
I'm authorized. I'm the first almost near to the screen, so I'm focused from the HMI. He recognized me, and so I am authorized to enable some function that other user cannot.
So you can try to start it, trigger something?
Yeah, I can change button and something like that that usually you can't from another user.
You can start the machine now.
The machine is in auto mode, so it's
automatic.
Running,
it's running automatically. Now it's doing some activity, some checking. This is the same display that we produce in our factory. So we use our technology in order to do also the test machine in the factory.
So for testing the display.
Exactly. In order to be sure about the touch technology and the quality of the display.
What's happened on the big screen here? What are you talking about?
X is the X platform. X platform is what we have. All the hardware software that can provide soft PLC is one important part, as mentioned before, that is the control of the machine. And we have completely J-Mobile and Corvina. So we have an industrial platform composed by different parts that can be used in order to control, visualize, and get the data from the machine to create services and value. This is very important, Yeah. Not only control the machine, also the next topic is I want to get data from the machine to create new services, new value, and not only to improve the performance, but also create business, new business. This is very important.
And there we see that it's triggering different things moving around.
Exactly. Everything is controlled by XPLC that is running in our edge. All the information are stored directly in the edge and also sent out to Corvina. Because on the Corvina side, you can see real-time data like this. This is the test machine. So now, for example, I can see real-time analysis. This is what exactly happening now on the machine, in the cloud. So you have the story of the machine, the story of the test, the quality of the test, And then you have a lot of possibility. So you see historical data. So it depends on what you need to double check. No? This is the KPI about OE, the efficiency of the machine, the Pareto value. This kind of visualization can be created directly in Corvina with a no-code dashboard. So it's very simple also for the customer.
Is it using AI to generate some of the software?
Sometimes, yes. It depends on the part of the software. Some parts are related to, created by AI, especially for the after sales. So when you create, documentation in order to help the customer to answer directly if there is some problem. Some others are created by the customer itself. So we have the story of the alarms, you have the consumption. This is very important. Now the market is asking for a solution to monitorize the consumption of the machine for the sustainability, So it's very important to understand also the cost for the production. How
Maybe
much
you can
it costs.
optimize the process.
Absolutely.
Use less power.
Optimize the process in terms of power, in terms of time, in terms of, also reduce the cost for sure. Otherwise, for example, in these cases, if you go on the, you can understand exactly what it's doing. But if you go here on the historical data, you can understand exactly the process. And also, you can understand how many devices you produced, in how many times, how many problems you had, in order to improve the process. Because if you have this information, you can do.
And here at the booth, you have what
This is our hardware portfolio, So we have a lot of different hardware. Think about this. This is specifically HMI for food and beverage, because you have, this is still, you have IP69, so it's very important for this kind of market, because you need to use water, for example, in order to clean the devices. We have different size. The good point is that the software that we use is the same. So depending on the solution that you want to use for the food and beverage, this is, for example, for outdoor. So we have high brightness. So you have the same solution, but we you can see the display is multi-touch. So you can see also typical, like mobile phone. Very smart, you can analyze the data, and the software that we are using is the same. So also for the customer, it's very easy. This is another example for marine market. You see this beautiful display, because normally it is used in the boat, in the high level boat, is yacht or this kind of stuff. So it's very important, the quality, it's very important also the functionality, it's very important also the interface. This is specifically for the boat, in order to communicate with the engine inside the boat. So different size also for sure. This is 12 inch, and this is typically on the inside the boat, This is another solution based on the same technology, but for handheld, So this is something that normally is used when you have a big machine in industrial. You can move around the machine, and you can use this in order to communicate directly with this gateway, with the wireless. But wireless with SIL 3, so high level of security. This is very important, that is inside our devices. We have different size, 7 inch, 10 inch, 5 inch, depending of the usage of the customer. We have same solution with cable, with PoE or without PoE. It depends, of the customer requirement. This is specifically, we call field HMI. This is like a tablet. Think about it here. You can see behind is an industrial tablet with Wi-Fi, with NFC, with camera inside, and with all the configuration and protocol already included. So all one devices that can be used in order to visualize and control the machine. So this is and we have different size, we have different options that you can install the devices in a different way outside the machine. this is the new edge solution that we created. So starting from the MicroEdge, basic or plus, depending on the performance that you need to have, with different modules for the 4G, for the 5G, for the Wi-Fi, so it depends what you need to do, up to the XEdge or Xware, that is another edge with more power. So it depends which kind of application you want to run. Normally you can run AI using Python or using other technology, so it depends on the customer.
So is it like ARM CPUs?
We have both. ARM CPU, 32 and 64 bits, up to Intel technology. So Atom processor. It depends on the devices that you and the application that you want to run.
Do you partner with the factory that makes very good capacitive touch?
Yes, yes.
Where is it made?
No. All the factory is in Italy. So Exor is an Italian company in Verona. We have our factory. We produce starting from the scratch, starting from the system of module based on NXP, based on Intel, based on our technology. We
the capacitive touch, everything.
Everything. Well, the capacitive touch, we have a partner, a strong partner. Different partner, in order for the capacitive, but all the design, all the test is done directly by us. Directly.
Nice.
So
maybe we can walk around this way.
Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah, this is, as mentioned before, this is a new edge. We call it MicroEdge Plus. Is an ARM technology, 64 bits. You can use Docker container. And
is it NXP or?
Is NXP, yeah. This one is NXP. You can have the possibility to use only this one if you need only 2 Ethernet ports and some serial and CAN interfaces. Or if you want, you can plug and you can have additional I/O, additional serial. You can have 5G module or Wi-Fi or with GPS. So depending on what you need to do, you can create.
So it's completely modular.
This is important because for the cybersecurity topic, it includes firewall integrated. So normally this is used in order to create the barrier between the machine and the internal, the network, you mean, internet. This is certified 62443, which is the basic for the certification. The new regulation, the CRA, the Cyber Resilience Act, the NIST 2. So this is one of the devices that you can put inside the machine. With these devices, you transform your machine, you secure your machine. And the good point is that not only secure, but with Corvina, so the platform for the edge management, you can update remotely the device using the OTA functionality. So you can decide to have groups of machines, and in one click you can deploy directly on the security topic. This is very important, for the new regulation.
And what do we have here?
This is an example of the XPLC. So as mentioned before, XPLC, the virtual PLC, is running inside a MicroEdge. So MicroEdge is not only remote connectivity or VPN. You can have inside PLC, you can have a web interface, and using our standard HMI as a browser, you can visualize exactly what is happening in the machine. Only one project that's running here, and you have different clients that can access directly, locally or remotely, using Corvina, using a mobile phone. So it's up to you how you want to access to the machine.
Nice. Let's keep walking around. This is more demo stands. You show different.
This is exactly what we are demo with Corvina, especially. In Corvina, as mentioned before, we have different services,
on the cloud.
Let me check because I don't know why it is not clear, the password. Let me check.
Okay, we can check it after.
Yeah, probably. Let me check another one. I hope that this works. Wait a moment.
Locked in. So here's more solutions here.
Yeah,
web-based.
This is solution web-based. It's a browser, so it's very important to have an HMI with different size that work as a browser, because there are a lot of devices now on the market that are a web server inside. So you need to have a smart solution. You have with a lot of certification. So to sell in US, for example, UL certification, ATEX certification, in order to install in the food, in food and beverage, oil and gas, etc. So this is the same technology. So you have same version, web interfaces or with our J-Mobile software inside. So depending on the customer, you can use for both technology.
Nice.
La passo per accedere alla PC. La passo Exor per accedere di qua.
Yeah, no, just after. Let's try here to talk about this part here.
Yeah.
IoT control.
See,
What is this about?
This is the same devices from the hardware point of view. This is used for web interfaces, as mentioned before. This is used for the IoT. So it means that we provide the device with inside our IoT framework, that is called J-Mobile, with more than 200 industrial protocol for communicate with any kind of PLC on the field. On the other end, we implemented also the IT protocol, like OPC UA, like MQTT, like database interfaces, is inside directly in all the HMI. So you can have one only device that controls the machine, get the data, and push the data everywhere.
And these are also about this?
This is industrial PC. This is ARM based, this one, and this is x86 based. So we have two versions depending, also in these cases. It depends of the customer, of the requirement.
This could be x86 up there?
Yes, x86. This is Intel technology inside. You can see we have two different versions. One is slim, is expanded.
All right.
To find the
Okay. Cool. So here the SPS show, there's a lot of discussions with customers.
Yeah.
And what people want to talk about.
I think this year the most important topic is cybersecurity. You know, cybersecurity for the new regulation that is coming is the main topic that every customer want to discuss. So they want to know what they have to do, which solution we can provide for them, and they are looking for a partner, not for a simple provider. So it's important to establish a partnership relation with them for the next 5 years, for example. So using Corvina is a platform. Normally you can use as a software as a service, but we can provide also as a platform as a service. So can be branded. So we have customers that want to use Corvina with their brand for the next 5, 10 years. So it's very important for them to find out a partner, stable partner, you know, with technology inside. So we have all the technology in Exor and Corvina.
And the security you talk about, is it, for example, keeping all the devices updated?
Exactly. The security topic is not only to provide a device that is secure by design, but you need to provide also a platform in order to secure every day the device. Because, you know, with the security, you need to monitor we call CVE, the vulnerability, you know, and you need to provide them a new device with the new application updated depending on the security. Not only the device, also platform in order to update the device when the device is installed on site. So it's very important to have this solution.
And what is the history of the company? It's been doing this business for a long time?
Exor is on the market since 1971, so more than 50 years. And we produce HMI not only as Exor brand, also with other brands that you can go around in SPS, you can see, if you are able to understand which are our devices. And Corvina is a company created 5 years ago in order to promote first of all, remote connectivity, then all these kind of new applications related to the remote. Security, dashboarding, real data analysis, AI. So hardware is the basic in order to control the machine, etc. But you need to provide more. You know, the customer is asking not only for the hardware, also for the cloud, also for the software. And another important point is they want to have the solution not only in the cloud, also on the edge. So it's important to provide both solutions with the edge management for sure.
So if I go around in Europe or in the world, there's many factories and industrial settings that are using your products.
In Corvina, we have two different business units. One is the smart manufacturing, and the other one is the smart machinery. With the smart manufacturing, we are working directly with with factory, where we go to the factory, we analyze the process, we understand which is the gap that has to fill. We provide our solution, not only as platform, also as consultancy. So it depends on what you need to do. So we digitalize all the process, all the machine, and we provide them a platform in order to monitorize the data, monitorize how it's going. The other business unit, the smart machinery, provides solution for machine builder in order to create a new machine, new smart machine that can create services. You know, the next step is to increase the revenue, not only with the selling, but also with the services, the after sale, you mean. So, and one important topic is how to create these services. So we provide not only devices, also platform, that they create their business model. So they can get the data, decide how to sell this data, and how to sell the services. This is very, you know, what we decided to provide to the market as Exor and Corvina.